Just 1 minute, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I hope live stream will start within a minute. Okay. Just 1 minute, I'll be back. Started. Let me drink water actually. Okay, I'm back. I hope live stream will start within a minute. Just 1 minute, I'll be back. Started. Okay, so hey guys, hello, welcome to the high entropy. I know it's late night. If anyone is gonna watch today or maybe day after today, whenever you are gonna watch, welcome to high entropy. It's day 3 of AI learning, and so far almost I have covered like there is 1 hour, almost 1 hour lecture is remaining. Other than that, like I already covered 5 hours of lecture. And one thing, yesterday I told you about the update that I already created the account in a Claude console. And so basically what I did, simply I sign in with I logged in using Gmail and added the credit $10, but it wasn't visible yesterday. So now today I checked and it is visible there. So now we are going to do hands-on for 1 hour, and after that, like we are going to perform, we are going to complete the lecture, and then maybe tomorrow I will follow another hands-on. And once I'll be comfortable, so I will experiment lot of things. It's not like once we watched video it's over. I'm gonna refer few more videos to get more insights of it, but because it's still if you will summarize me, like it's like, okay, you are installing something, you are doing something, you are adding skills, you are adding subagent. Few of the things like instructor hasn't like it's not needed for as an individual user, and we are going to experiment with them. If we are going to enter into corporate and there they are using, then we will experiment with lot of things. But so far everything is great, and I got to know a lot of things from the so far. Like it's been more than 4 hours of I have covered 5 hours of video, and I think I'm watching out at 1.5x or 1.75x. So it's like that's why I'm able to cover it within the 4 hours, like more than 5 hours of lecture. By the way, so today I'm planning to do first thing, like I will create a Snowflake account. So it's free, like you can create if you want it. If you are aware of Snowflake, it's a data warehouse and very popular nowadays. So I'm gonna create account there. And I will provide the credentials to the application. I don't know if everything will be exposed or what. So let's see. So because I'm live streaming, right, so I can't blur and all other things, otherwise I have to do edit. But no problem. I will maybe I need to check how can I do that. Or maybe let's forget about it. So I will drop that account after that, after using, or I will change the password, no problem. So what I'll do, simple plan is I'm gonna provide the credentials and all, and I'll check like whether it will be able to access and all. Okay, let's experiment. And because still it's a black box for me, I mean I got the theoretical knowledge, but until I won't do the hands-on, I will not you can say what, enhancing the skills and all other steps I won't do, then I won't get anything. It's like you learned something from one end and it's going out from one end. So let's jump into the hands-on and we'll do it. And after that, I don't know if my audible am I audible? I'm just going. Here's my notebook. I need to refer a lot of things. Yeah. So if you haven't done, you are watching or you have watched, then let's do it along. But I'm thinking like there should be platform where we can do code along. Actually, I'm streaming DSA every day. So let's see how things are going good. Okay, you can see like I'm just sharing my cloud console. I don't think there will be anything right now. You can't see anything. Okay, so now they have created one more type of model. It's not Fabus, Fable. So Haiku, Sonnet, Opus, now Fable. Most capable, research, multi-day task. Okay, so they are, bro, everything is going vast. Now AI is must. Like we should learn, we should utilize, and we should earn a lot of money. So everything is here. So great. So far everything is going good, and you can see my Cloud console. There are $10. So I wasted. It's like here you see $10, and 1 point something dollar government took as a tax. Bro, I hate it. But we can't. I hate it, but I can't avoid it. Like if you wanted to use, you wanted to learn a skill, you have to pay a little bit, not much, but okay. So what's my plan? So first thing I need to open VS Code, Studio Code. We are going to use API, so definitely. So what I will do. Let me start with everything is from scratch. No, I will open terminal first. My idea is simple. Actually, I'm just delivering Python lectures. My English is not good, and okay, no problem. So cd ls, where are the directories, man? I am just work. I don't want to use any unnecessary directory. Where is the directory coding? So let me open coding directory. cd coding. Where is the coding, bro? cd coding. Okay, no problem. Clear. I'm targeting it, cover it quickly. Ls, actually my plan is next I jump, like once I'll be master into Cloud. Master in the sense there isn't any master level. You will learn new things. You will learn something, and after that new things will come. So it's like it's always learning. There will be always something to learn. So okay, so let me create a folder mkdir, and I'll keep the name of folder. Let's call it what we kept. Let's call it Claude code, whatever CLAUD. Claude code. cd. Hey bro, since class and I will open VS Code here. Yes, I trust the author because I am the author. So high entropy. Why do you need password? Hey, stop it! I do not know what. Every time whenever I'm opening. So first thing is, so let me go through the notes as well. So I'll refer something if might be I need to refer the lecture again if I will miss something. So Claude by Hans Lama. So I think I have covered most of the things, but still I need to refer the doc at least. Prerequisite Python, Haiku, Sonnet, Opus. Okay, these are the different models: small, balanced, biggest. Cloud like GPT, Cloud Haiku. Okay, Cloud desktop. So Cloud desktop application I have already in place. Cloud. Yeah, it is there. Hey bro, come on, wake up. Wake up into reality. Hey, ChatGPT, you just go and sleep. Now I wanted to test out something from using Claude. What happened to you, bro? Why are you taking time? Are you feeling sleepy? Or what? Chat codex. Codex, I think it's taking. So, okay. So first thing we did two things, right? First was using Claude. One was VS Code extension, and before that, he told us like to use Claude using CLI. So I'm gonna try out both options. UDE Claude, no, not found. So let's deep dive. Claude. Claude, no, not. Hey bro, not. Claude, download. Claude code download. I think yeah. How was it? The Claude Code desktop app has three tabs: chat for conversation, co-work for dispatch and longer agentic work, and code for software development. Is it different than this one? Hey, it's here. I think this is not what I was expecting. It is the simple one. I wanted to use via API. So there was a Claude. I mean, this is nothing but the same. I think Claude desktop. Okay, this is Claude desktop. Claude CLI MacBook. Tool. Claude code. Create API subscription. It's not free. Cloud code for API uses. Go to the Cloud console, buy some credit. You can use it for 1 year. Cloud code key will be created once you logged in console. I do not want this. Hey, stop it. I think I missed some part. It's already there, bro. No, not at all. I will ask it as well. I'm learning, right? So revision is very important. That's why Claude use Claude console to access API. Cloud API by Anthropic console. Set the API key as environment variable. Great. This is one option, and Anthropic API key automatically. Cloud code key will be created. Claude console via terminal. I want to test. No, bro, I forgot everything or what? I forgot it. What the heck are you telling, bro? Claude Code CLI. Claude Code CLI download. I think now it will be, I will be. Oh, here also they kept. Okay, let's see. Terminal curl. Hey, what are you? It's not showing anything. I need to close it. Where is it? I need to open terminal, right? What's the? It's like a stuck. Native install recommended homebrew. Okay, I got this. Yeah, this is the one that I wanted. It's the same. Wait, will take time little. Let's wait. And now we'll go to the install for VS Code. Ah, no. Okay, let's do one thing. Extension, and we'll say Claude Code. By Anthropic, you can see here it's Anthropic, and let's install it. Trust and install publisher. Okay, so we are installing the Claude Code. Let's see how things will go. So it will automatically, I think, create. Just I do not want to spend a lot of dollars. I want to learn, but with care. You know, Claude Code YOLO. YOLO. You know, you only live once. Yeah, we live only once, bro. That's why live at your full. Just do whatever you wanted to do. Don't think too much. What people will think, what. Okay, let's see. Is my internet slow or what? Claude is slow. I know my internet is little slow, little slow, little slow. Okay, let's. Oh, really slow. Crazy. It's night, but it's still slow. I don't know if you can hear me. Create snowflake. Okay, let's forget it. We'll do it tomorrow. Maybe we'll first start with something else, something basic. The first thing is it done? Yeah, bro, it's done. Oh, where is it gone? Where is it? So, what are we going to do here? It's here. Okay, Claude, build based on API uses through Cloud console account. Okay, so one option is quick subscription and there is Anthropic console. So definitely I will go with open. Claude would like to access Rajiv's individual arc. Yeah, your account will be used to generate API key on your behalf, access your Anthropic profile information, upload file on your behalf. But thrice, bro, we don't have any other option. Build something great. Thank you. Haha. Now, what are the options we have right now? Hey, he was using the chat agent, right? Oh man, what are the different things here? So many things. Oh, okay, got it. This is the session that we are expecting. We don't have anything right now. So let me start with hey. Why it is said, yeah, what can I help you with today? Nothing, just save my money. I don't want to spend on you. Seriously, right now, I'm not in a cut. Okay, just jokes apart. Where is my code? Okay, so next thing is we need to create a virtual environment. So let's open terminal and let's start with the first thing. Okay, so first we are going to test out different things. So I don't know when it will be installed, the terminal one part. Oh wow, great, it's done. So let's first experiment with this. Claude. Oh, okay. I like this thing. Welcome to Claude version 2.1.170. Let's get started. Choose the text style dark mode. I will keep this. Okay, you will press arrow. Why arrow is not working? Yeah, it's working, bro. Now, no. Select login method. API uses billing, so yeah, definitely I need to click on it. Hit enter. I don't know. Okay, so that means there will be two keys will be created. One will on behalf of this, another one behalf of that. Okay, so we are going to use both. You can see my email. Press enter to continue. Enter. Okay. Security notes. Claude can make mistakes. Okay. Due to prompt injection risk, only use it with code you trust. Okay. Use Claude Code's terminal setup. Coding speaker. Enable the recommended settings. Yes, recommended setting. Quick safety check. Is this project you created or on your or one you trust, like your own code, a well known? Okay. I trust this folder. Just trust this folder. On a team. Okay, 1 minute. Which model it is using? Fable 5, our newest model for complex long running tasks. Try anything with slash model. Bro, I want haiku. I do not want to waste any money. Okay, so it's now like a chat. Zittering, thinking, tripping. Hey, what can I help you with? So what I do here, this is just console. I mean, okay, I will say create a hello world file. I will say we start with simple something. File in the okay, so here, do you want to create first python.py? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Python, this is the, okay. Base command python cloud first python.py run hello world program. This command requires approval. How much token it took? Okay, write first python.py. Run the hello world Python program with Python 3. Yes. and prints hello world. Work for 9 seconds. So let's see. Yeah, so it created a Python file, kept the hello world. So this is our basic. Okay, now we can jump into the, like, we are not going to use Cloud Console, right, for the timing. So exit, you can say. I think, yeah, it was exit only. What was the command, bro? And yeah, it wasn't exit. It is exit like this. Great, something learned. Okay, so we are not going to use Claude as a CLI. Now we are in here. So now we need to experiment. What is time right now? 1:35. We still have time, and we are going to do. Okay, so we have VS Code. First we'll set up. Okay, few things. Uh, pip. Let's see if I have installed UV. Okay, let's do pip UV. So first, I think it will be pip3 install UV. Yeah. So it will be global, and after that we are going to do some. So here we are here, UV init. First thing, I'm just referring to. So it created one for initialized product, and this will be our virtual environment as well. Cloud code. So it created few files here, you can see, and UV sync. Wow, I like it. Yeah, select it. So it selected the new virtual environment. Great, everything is going great so far. What will be great for? Okay, now next goal is what? Okay, so if we are going to use Claude via this way, then it will be okay. We don't need to create any API key. So, but okay, so what we do, we need to do, let's explore a little bit. So first thing is, okay, we are going to perform 1 minute, man. I mean, how can I stop for few seconds, like screen recording? Quick transition, fade to black. I don't know. Maybe I need to do something else. Okay, I have option, like, yeah, you won't see for a few seconds. Okay, let me do one thing. Get API key. I will do name uh, local run via Python workspace default. Yeah. So I'm just creating one API key. Where is API key? Skills files. Documentation. What the heck? Where is API key? Where can I see API keys? Setting. No. Okay, workflow. Fast mode. Organization setting. I remember he was telling me something to not do. Okay, here in the how many? I am expecting 3 API keys should be here. Yes, Claude code, local run via Python, this. Great. So everything is going great. Thank you. And let me pull. I mean, I spent so $0.07. So let me create one environment file .env. What is the name of it? Anthropic API key. It's nothing but okay. Let me start back the thing that I was stopped. I have stopped. I mean, yeah. So yeah, you can see my screen. I just created and kept as an API Anthropic key. No, Anthropic. What is the Anthropic key? And kept it in the env. And now I need to install few packages. So uv add, what is the package name? .env. Okay, now we'll create one file. Let's delete it. I don't want it. What is main.py? Hello from Claude. Oh, let's call it. Okay. Local. No. Basic LLM calls.py. Okay, I've just kept the name. Okay. we are going to function 2. We will use ipynb better. Okay, no problem. We are going to use what is necessary. And if you know, last time this time. And here we don't see our Python environments. Okay, we need to check. Oh, it's showing. For him it was okay. Now first thing is markdown. Let's write something. Call Claude code LLM via LangChain. So we are going to use. I never used LangChain. Just know what is it. It's like a framework, or it's more about like unified way to call the models. So different LLM have different APIs. So instead of that, if you learn LLM LangChain, you can utilize all of them. You don't need to learn okay how to call Anthropic, how to call Gemini, Chat. So I know little bit about it. I don't know much. I mean little, very little. So you can think of. Okay. So import how do we say? I mean, yeah, let me see. One thing I need to check 0.07. How to use, I forgot it, .env to load .env. Let me see if it is working. Maybe I just, hey, I used something else. I mean, yeah, it should be code Python, bro. Come on. Running cells with Claude Code Py requires the IPy kernel and pip package. Okay, I remember. Install. Hey, I given the permission, right? I need to do it manually or what? What do you want to me? I know why it's not working. Python 3 you have to use, bro. I mean, I did something wrong. Let's see if it will work. What the heck? Managing package failed to run. UV. Okay, let me do one thing. UV add IPy kernel. UV is very fast. UV shrink. I hope now it will work. I don't know. Let's see. Oh wow, it's working, bro. What is the module name? How to call it? From dot in. I'm missing only this. From dot env import load dot env. Okay, so we are doing, so first thing we are then another thing I think we import OS. So let's do it. Okay, one thing code cell, so load dot env. So okay, it's done. Now we just need to check OS dot env. OS dot env. I mean, I just wanted to check. What is the how to check if a particular environment variable exists by OS. I think it will give. Let's see, experiment. I'm man. I don't know these libraries. I never like it's. I never remember this thing. So, if you can say Anthropic. What was the Anthropic API key? Anthropic key and THROPIC Anthropic key in OS dot environ print API key loaded, else API key not loaded from env. Let me highlight now. Hey, what is this? Anthropic key. I think he was using some other different approach. API key not loaded. Maybe I kept the same different name, something else. Wait 1 minute, I'll check it, man. Just I wanted to confirm. Anthropic key NV. Holy moly, set anthropic kids. I just kept anthropic API key. My bad. Let me load again. Okay, it's not needed. Load NV. Yeah, loaded. Now let's see how to access anthropic Heroku model. No, let's say anthropic using LangChain. Okay, I mean let's go through documentation better. Anthropic. Okay, we need to add one package. I remember anthropic LangChain. Let's see. Claude. LangChain anthropic. So first thing is we need to install LangChain anthropic. So let's add it in our environment. UV. I like the UV, way of UV. It's very fast, really. Like in my organization, they shifted. One person noted and said like, okay, we should shift to UV instead of poetry. Then they changed. UV sync is required or not? I think it will be automatically sync. Now, okay. UV sync is needed especially when you are like someone else will use this and packages are not installed, but locally I'm installing, so not required. Okay, so it's added. Now we wanted to use it. So from LangChain anthropic import, what we are importing? Chat anthropic. Okay, LangChain. Hey bro, why is your suggestion? Got it. Chat anthropic we are needed, and model will create Claude Heroku models. latest models comparison. Bro, I just need choosing model. Okay, here it's not that model card. Okay, I think here API model name. Yeah, retired, retired. This is active, so they kept not sooner than October 15, 2026. Okay, so they will expire it. I mean, it will. They will retire it. It will be retired. So let's use it now. We want so model. You will say Chad Anthropic. Okay. So Chad Anthropic, and then what is the name of first thing is model name. Model name. You can see it. We are going to pass it. Man, I'm gonna experiment lot of things with it. Only the thing is, it's not free, so I can't experiment a lot of things. I will start with local like open source model. So Anthropic, LangChain I'm gonna learn soon. LangChain, LangGraph, first I'll. So that's why I said, like, if you are gonna start, first start something that makes you curious to learn. Otherwise, if you'll start with something like, okay, I wanted to learn AI for deep dive, so I will start with machine learning. You will be like, I tried, those approaches are not working for me. I'll be bored. So once you wanted to explore something, then go and deep dive, but from top to bottom, not from bottom to top. For example, if I wanted to learn English, it's not like I will start it from ground up. It's not. It's pretty difficult, at least for me. Okay, so I'm kind of person who loves to give gyan. Is there anything else that we need to? Shared Anthropic. Oh my god. Attribute model. Okay, not model name, model. And then temperature, we don't want anything this. Only thing we want top K, top P. I need to learn this top K, top P. I forget always. Attribute, I mean, yeah, Anthropic API URL. No, Anthropic API key. Okay, Anthropic API key automatically will be read from. Great. Who's streaming or not? I think by default it will be false, right? Yeah, it will be false. Great. Where is the chat option, bro? These are all. I mean, yeah, there will be something query. Chat. Model config model max token attributes. Query, where is query? BDOS model. God. How to make query to model. Wandering. Hey bro, what are you doing? It's like it's researching. Reviewing Python documentation, project launch and package launch and yeah, LLM. Okay. LLM dot and mock and then oh okay. And mock I remember today only my instructor taught me. So let's call it as LLM. Hey, how are you doing? Okay, so once we will do this, we'll get response, print response. So this is nothing but API call only. Print response dot content. And yeah, let me run it. Why I think like I need to run it. Hey, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Just here and ready to bro. I give me just simple answer. I do not want my to waste. Okay, no, forget about it. So we just learned basics like how to do. Okay, but it is very simple prompt. Okay, what if I wanted to do something big? One thing is okay. I know I can use here and I can call different APIs and then I'll do. But I do not want to use that. So next goal is oh man, it's so much sweating. Actually, turned off the fan is very low, so it's too hot. Fan room is hot. Okay, so what is time right now? 2 2. I mean, what I did today? Hands on. It's put the hands on. Now we need to go to the Claude and learn the skills and all. Did you get my API key? How what? I don't know. If so, let me know. I will clear it, delete it after use. Definitely I'll delete it. Okay, by the way, forget about it. And now our next goal is we are going to learn the Claude via you can keep it inside root folder. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna ask it. So it's root folder, right? So Claude. Okay, there were two options. I remember. That's why I was confused. Like, shall I keep it here? No, I will create one folder .plot because we are going to use CLAUDE Claude, and then we are going to use CLAUDE.md. This will be the context that we are going to provide. It's not about the skills and all. Yesterday I remember he taught like, why don't we keep in the Claude.md everything? Why do we need to create a skills and it will fetch from here as well? But the problem is it's going to refer this context every time whenever you are invoking or whenever you are calling agent, not agent LM. But so it's like context you are giving. But if you are going to skill, then it's like particularly if you are calling that skill, then only it will read that MD file. So okay, so we want to Okay, now I just wanted to see first thing. It's like Claude.md. How to write Claude.md? I will just how to write Claude.md. Yeah, definitely I need to learn a lot of things. Principle LLMs are mostly stateless. Okay, stateless. LLMs are stateless function. Their weights are frozen by the time they are used for inference. So they don't learn over time. The only thing that the model knows about your code base is the tokens you put into it. Similarly, coding agent harnesses such as Cloud Code usually requires you to manage agents memory explicitly. Cloud.md or agents.md onboards Cloud to your code base. Cloud Code CLI and Pro. They have kept Mahabharat inside it. So I'll keep something simple. Let me refer the Anslamba code. Anslamba. Oh, what is this? Islamabad. Anslamba GitHub. Flow designer CI/CD MCP masterclass when needed. He provide Claude full course. Claude.skill. Okay, so here we can see .claude folder, and here we are going to see Claude.md. What he kept. Claude project and standards and instruction. Okay, it's MD file. Claude. What I'll do. Standards and instruction. Yeah, let's copy it too. I do not want to. So yeah, we are going to do this and folder and file name, separate notebooks, scripts and utility files, keep documentation and media assets in dedicated folder. Okay, so let me say something like project structure. I will keep it under 2 project structure. Okay, now we need to use something like this. keep the code organized based on the different if I'll keep this much of the I do not want to. I'll keep coding standards first for the time being. Okay. Keep code organized and within different proper folders. And okay, I'll say like coding standards. Let me see 10 to 11. Okay, no problem. So dependency management, everything is done. So let me forget about this. We will do it later. So we have this much things. So I will say like okay, this is Claude.md. Now most important thing. What is so let's see. Okay, let me start. Python. Okay, I have something else. Coding standard Python. Coding. Standards SQL. So there are so many standards. So what I'll say, keep the comma at the start of the column with one space. Okay, let's do follow the proper okay, let's take this one only. And keep each column in new line. Okay, let's see how. Okay, this is done. Now I wanted to do something. What I should do? Yeah. So it's like a Claude. Update is ready to install. Claude is trying to add new helper tool. Get out. I just wanted to do this. New session. Okay, so what we will do, create a SQL script to calculate the top 5 salaries and place in a folder dot slash SQL scripts. From order table oh employee table having I just remember having files like having having fields FILDS fields uh, name and EMP ID salary. Okay, ask before edit. Yeah, top 5 salaries.sql. Where is the file? I wanted to see the file, bro. Earlier it used to show, right, somewhere. SQL scripts, top 5 salaries. Yeah, you can see it follows the standards that I kept, like keep one space after that. But still it's not following the expectation that I am, but I do not want to use much more things. Okay, it's done. So one thing, it's done now. Okay, let's see cost. Okay, context. Hey, something was there, right? Okay, it's like it's popping up like this. 180. Hey, context, bro. Claude haiku for this system prompt 6.5k, 3.2% users. System tool 15.1k. Memory files 180. Memory files skills 1.1k. I haven't created any skills yet. Messages 2.7k. Claude.md memory files. Okay, I think here how much token we can provide. 200k tokens you can provide to it in the haiku. If you are using, I think, Opus, then 1 million token, and out of that 25.5k already I have used. So still I have used only 13%. So I can provide lot of like much more deeper information to it. Okay, great. So now system tools built. So okay, cost I was saying, right? Uses. Usage tracking is only available for Claude AI subscriber. No problem. I'm not AI subscriber. I'm not subscriber. I'm just API user. System tools, built-in build tools like read, write, grep. Okay. So here we are using tools, right? I mean, yeah. Then that's why it is able to perfect. I have created a skill script. Okay, now what I wanted to do, I will create one snowflake account. Create snowflake account. You know why? I just wanted to try out like whether it will run. Man, I'm not gonna learn or what? Let's do one thing. Let's finish the lecture, remaining lecture first. Yeah. Definitely I need to give more time to explore it, but for the time being, what I'll do, I will do. Where is my YouTube? Yes, let's jump and let's run. Let's finish the lecture, remaining lecture.
By the way, Claude code.
Welcome to the Claude. And it's so let me finish 221. So I'm targeting 457. Bro, 557, 647. So I mean, still there are 2 hours of lecture. That means if I'll start with 1.2 speed, how much speed I was watching? At what speed I was watching? So if I'll watch at 1.75, then also it will take more than 1 hour. But let's forget about it.
Really? Yeah. PTW. And by the way, why did I just open this amazing browser? Because this browser is the best browser to give the related web pages and Claude code BTW. So
Yeah, what is
Claude code
it?
settings. I think it is in the references. Really? Yeah. It is recently added again. So this command is even do how? Oh, you need to just learn Claude code right now, and you need to show that you can say efficiency, productivity in your organization right now. Because after a few months, I would say everyone will use Claude code. It's not a big deal. It's not rocket science. It's very easy to use. But it's like how efficiently you can integrate it with your day-to-day activities. Simple. Okay, nice. So now what you can do, this is all about your Claude code integration with project. Now I will just tell you about some commands that are very, very handy. Okay. The first command that I want to just talk about is very new, by the way. It is recently added again. So this command is called BTW. BTW means by the way, Claude code. Really? Yeah. BTW. And by the way, why did I just open this amazing browser? Because this browser is the best browser to give the related web pages and Claude code BTW. So Claude code settings. I think it is in the references. If I go to references, BTW command, where is that? References, interactive mode, checkpointing. Let me search it for you. Okay. So finally, I found this command. BTW. So what is this command? So BTW means, I don't know if the full form is like by the way, but I think the way it is a kind of by the way command. So let's say you are having a conversation with Claude code and the context was really, really big, and you want to keep that context because you are doing your work. In the middle of a conversation, let's say you and me are talking, okay? And we are having a very great conversation. And in the middle of that, you say, by the way, do you eat this thing? You can ask any side question, right? Which is not directly relevant to the chat. And you do not want to include that question in the chat because model can use that as a context and you do not want that. It is basically a side question. Like you and Claude code are talking to each other. You both are like collaborating to do the work. In between, you want to say, bro, what does this function do? Like you are doing your work, you're fetching the APIs, you are doing something. Could you please explain what does this function do out of nowhere? So you want to ask a side question and you do not want to pause the entire chat history for that side question because that is irrelevant. So you can use by the way command. I don't know if the full form is by the way, I'm just simply assuming because that behaves like this. But I think it will be like this. So let's say use by the way command to ask a quick question about your current work without adding to the conversation history. So let's say this is useful when you want a faster answer, obviously, but do not want to clutter the main context. Yes. Derail Cloud from the log running task. Exactly. And this is an example. By the way, what was the name of that config file again? Obviously, we just ask anything. Anything. This can be related to the conversation that you're having. In the middle, you can say, hey, can you please repeat that thing? I forgot. Or you can simply ask a totally different question. Simple. And the advantage is it will not use the context in the form of tokens because every time we are asking anything, the entire chat history is going to the conversation so that it can just remember your conversation. Makes sense. But this is amazing. Okay. And what are the advantages? Available while Claude is working. That means if the Claude is working, you see like thinking or blah 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 those simple words. You can even run / by the way when Claude is working. Wow. So you can run by the way command even while Claude is processing a response. That means even if that particular Claude code agent is busy with something, the side question runs independently and does not interrupt the main run. Wow. So it is like, let's say, you asked to do something and I'm doing that work. In the middle, you said, Ansh, listen, could you please tell me what is that thing? So I'm doing the work. I'll say, yeah, it is based on that particular function. That function just prints this command.
You can
Yeah. So I'm
ask.
just resuming my work. Simple. I know that the question that you just asked has nothing to do with my work that I'm currently doing. Simple. And obviously, no tool access because side questions are just like short answer that I want to just get. And Claude cannot read files, run commands. Obviously, because I'm doing some work. You cannot say, okay, can you just please do this work while typing? Obviously, no. I was simply saying I'm currently doing the work, but I can answer some quick questions. Simple. And single response. There are no follow-up counts. If you need back and forth, kind of question and answer thing, use a normal prompt instead. If you want to just continue the conversation, like let's say you are asking me a question and I'm just doing my work, and you will say, Ansh, do you know what this print command is doing? So I'll say, yeah, this command is doing that thing. Now you say, oh, okay, how did you create that file? So I will just look at you. I will say, bro, I'm just doing the work. If you want to ask something, let me complete this work or just ask someone else. Just create a new session. That's it. And low cost. That means context is not being provided every time to the side question. That means cost is low. Simple. Yes. So let's try to have fun with this command. By the way, command which is newly added. So let's use it. So let's say I am just using Claude Code. Okay, and I can just use the past conversation, and I can simply say, by the way, it is saying no command. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? No matching commands. Do I need to upgrade my Claude code, bro? Let me just check. Let me just check because in the references, checkpointing. Yeah, not checkpointing, interactive mode. By the way, okay. Type / in the Claude code to see all available commands. Type followed by any letters. Not all commands are visible to every user. Okay, some depends on the platform. Plan of this. For example, desktop only available on Mac and OS. Upgrade this. Claude code also shipped with bundled skills like simplify, batch, debug. Okay, in the table below, add directory. Ask side question. Let me just open this in the new tab. Let me simply try to access this command to terminal, and you do not need to open the terminal. I'm just simply testing it out. Because I also didn't use this command. It's like recently launched while creating this video. So I was like, let's include this. Claude. Let me just search here. Oh yeah, by the way. So it is available here, but it is not available in the extension because I would need to reinstall the extension because it is not updated and it is just recently launched, this by the way command. So I can just use by the way command in the terminal because terminal is the latest version every time. Simple. So I can say by the way, and now it is asking me to just put the question. Simple. You can also just open terminal if you want to perform this activity. Okay. That's why I love like working at terminal whenever I feel like, because terminal is like terminal best. Okay. So by the way, I'll simply say, by the way, and this is a new session, so it doesn't have any kind of context to our conversation, but still, just to show this, I can say, what is an asset in Airflow DAX? Wow. So it simply answer to that question, and currently I didn't ask it to perform any other task, but you can ask it to do the thing so that it will have some context and it will not use it in your particular command or question. And why assessment has just returned everything to me, and detailed answer is there. Very good. So you can simply use assets like this. Press space, enter escape to dismiss. Okay, simply say escape. Done, and let me just say exit. So if you just want to perform this thing, you might need to reinstall this particular extension, but you can also use terminal, which is a better way because here you do not see that command, but you can see it in the terminal. Simple. So this is about the BTW command. Wow. Now there is one more command which is newly added. Okay, what is that command? That command is called voice. Okay. Voice. Is it here? No. Okay, let me just search voice command. Not good. Using voice mode. Okay. So here, because see, whenever we work with the Claude desktop application, obviously we have the button of mic. We can enable it and we can speak it. Because sometimes we need to explain the stuff in hurry and we cannot write everything. So they have created this command for Claude code as well. I don't know if they have enabled it for me or not. I can simply check. So here I can say, let me just open this extension. So I will write voice. Now, maybe this extension is not updated. Let's test it here. Claude, and then voice. No. So it is not available here as well. Maybe this will only be available for the ones who have the subscription, because this feature was primarily added into the Claude desktop application Pro or that particular version, Max version. But I can do a quick little research because I have never tried this command, but I know what this command will do. So let me just tell you, do they have any documentation? I don't know, like if I search in Google, they show us the videos, bro. Just show us the web pages first of all, your search engine. So let's read the thing. Claude Code now supports a native voice mode /voice, allowing you to interact with the terminal via speech for coding and refactoring. Basically, what this command will provide, you can write /voice, and when you run this command, you can start talking. And whatever you will be just speaking, it will be directly passed as the prompt to Claude Code, and it will do the work. So instead of writing everything every time, you can simply speak, and this is the only difference. And I don't think so it is like a very, very game-changing feature, but sometimes if you're just working at home, you can just speak, because obviously if you're working at office, you cannot speak every time. Simple. But yeah, so it is currently rolling out to 5%. See, I was so sure that it is not available to everyone right now. So it is currently rolling out to 5% of Pro, Team, or Enterprise. So I am not using the Pro version, I am not using the Team version, I'm not using the Enterprise version, I'm using the API version, console version. So I do not have access to this command, and by the way, I do not need this access. This, like, it is good, but currently while recording this video, it is fine. Okay, so this is it about the voice and your PTW command. Now, let's talk about one more important one, which is very important, by the way. Whatever we are doing here, like creating the skills, let's say I'm just running the skills, let me just close this terminal. Yeah, let's shut it down. So let's say whatever I'm doing, let's say I'm just using this Claude code. So you already know that I can run the skill by simply typing fetch API, migrate, visualize, all of these things. I can also write the prompt. I want to do this, I want to do that. Simple. Let's say I want to perform this task, or let's say these tasks recursively. I want to perform these tasks daily at 9 a.m. sharp. That means, in short, I want to schedule my work that I'm just doing with my Claude code. In Claude code, I simply pass the prompt, right? Simple. Or I simply use the skill, and then I simply write my NLP. like natural language. Simple. Now I can even schedule my prompt, that whatever prompt I'm writing here in the box, I can schedule it so that that prompt will be running automatically at let's say 9 a.m., 10 a.m. or any time that you specified in the schedule. So that's called something called a scheduled option, which is again used with loop command. Let me just search if it is available here. These are the new commands, by the way. Loop command, Claude code. How the agent do works. Let's see if we have it here. Agent SDK. This is the agent SDK. I don't think this is like Claude code. How Claude code works. Run prompt on schedule. Yes, I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. So now let's try to explore this documentation. So you got the context. We want to run our prompts on a schedule. Simple. If you are a data engineer, you can just treat it like when we schedule our pipelines. Simple. Because obviously every scale, every orchestration is a pipeline in itself. And you want to schedule it so that we do not need to run it again and again. So what you can do, you can use loop command and the cron scheduling. Cron is basically the syntax that we use to schedule anything. Star, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So what we need to do, we need to simply write loop command, then time using cron syntax and the prompt, and that's it. Just these three things. That's it. Okay. And schedule task require Claude code version 2.1.2.1.72 or later. Check your version with a Claude version. Let me just check mine. The tool command, then syntax that we use to schedule anything. Star, blah, blah, loop. Because obviously every scale, every orchestration is a pipeline in itself. And you want to schedule it so that we do not need to run it again and again. So what you can do, you can use loop command and the cron scheduling. Cron is basically the syntax that we use to schedule anything. Star, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So what we do, we need to simply write loop command, then time using cron syntax and the prompt, and that's it. Just these three things. That's it. Okay. And schedule task require Claude code version 2.1.2.1.72 or later. Check your version with a Claude version. Let me just check mine because I installed it like way back. Let me just check. Let me just check Claude. You can also check your version. So I have 2.1.74 and here they're saying 2.1.72. Okay, we are good. Very good. Otherwise I would have to download the latest version, but we are good. So schedule tasks let Claude rerun a prompt automatically on an interval. For example, let's say you have some weekly deployments that you need to do. So you can create a skill around that and you can say run this skill every week on let's say Thursday at 3 p.m. and that's it. Wow. Or let's say you are a senior data engineer and you do the PRs as the first thing in the morning, like all the pull requests, analyzing all of the code, everything. You can literally build a skill using your GitHub commands. Basically, you can just provide all the access and then you can say analyze all of the PRs for me and just give me the brief of all of the PRs in the morning and just run it at 8:30 a.m. so that the moment I will reach the office, I will just read all of the things. I do not need to spend my hours to just go through those things. Wow. You can literally do this thing. Amazing. Okay, so this is a kind of schedule that you build. Makes sense? So schedule a recurring prompt with loop. So as I just mentioned, you can simply say loop and then whatever your cron syntax is and then your prompt. So here you can see loop 5-minute check if the deployment finished and tell me what happened. Simple. Simple. And this is a very good example. Loop and 30 minutes. 30 minutes means like in every 30 minutes. But I would prefer writing the cron syntax because cron syntax is like more professional. And then check the build. Simple prompt. And then check the build that is prompt and then every 2 hours. So basically, you are trying to schedule something using NLP. But I would recommend use loop command, then use cron syntax because it is more professional. And then use your prompt and that's it. Simple? Okay. And if you do not write everything, if you just simply use loop and your prompt, then it will run that particular piece in every 10 minutes. Wow. Okay. So supported units are S for seconds, M for minutes, H for hours. Simple? And then you can just see. So this is a very basic one, if you see. And then set one time reminder. If you just want to set a reminder, manage schedule task, you can literally do everything with loop command. And see here they're just mentioning about the cron syntax. Cron syntax is the best syntax that you can just use. Simple? And that's it. So these are some examples. If you do not know how to use cron syntaxes. So if you just use this thing, it means like every hour on the hour. Basically in every hour. Okay. And then 7, like every hour at 7 minutes fast. And then this like every day at 9 in local. Local means like your system's time stamp. Okay. Simple. And how we can disable, because this is very important. Let's say we want to disable the loop. Set Claude code disable cron equals 1 in your environment to disable the scheduler entirely. That means all of the loops that you have created so far, you can simply create this particular variable in your environment to disable the scheduler entirely. The cron tools and the loop become unavailable. And any already scheduled task stop firing. See environment variables, let's see it. Environment variables. So these are the environment variables in the Claude code. Now, if we want to set the environment entire, that means all of the loop that we want 9 in local. Local means like your system's time stamp. Okay. Simple. And how we can disable, because this is very important. Let's say we want to disable the loop. Set Claude code disable cron equals 1 in your environment to disable the scheduler entirely. That means all of the loops that you have created so far, you can simply create this particular variable in your environment to disable the scheduler entirely. The cron tools and the loop become unavailable. And any already scheduled task stop firing. See environment variables, let's see it. Environment variables. So these are the environment variables in the Claude code. Now, if we want to set the environment variable, we have set the environment variable in the .env, right? But if we want to pull those environment variables directly in the Claude code, we can just put them in the settings.json. So all the environment variables can also be configured in the settings.json file. This is useful as a way to automatically set the environment variables for each session. Wow. So every time whenever you want to use Claude code, it will go to settings.json file to get the environment variables. Simple. And you can just simply put Anthropic API key, Anthropic auth token, Anthropic custom mode, all of the things are here. All of the things. Like all the environment variables that you can just set. Simple. Now let's try to run the thing and now let's see how does it be. So here, before directly implementing the stuff, let's try to discuss what I'm just trying to do. Because obviously we can just schedule anything, but what exactly we're scheduling. So first of all, I will just show you when we have a skill. Okay, let's say when we have a skill. Let's bring this skill, API calls. I want to schedule only this skill. Simple. Only this skill. So simply say schedule. Simple. Okay. So first of all, I'm scheduling only this thing. Then once I know like how to schedule it, then what I can do, I can simply set the timer, like how frequently I want to schedule it. Or basically, let's say in 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And I will also show you how you can just delete the schedule, a specific schedule, because obviously we have an environment variable where we can disable all of the schedules. But how to disable only a specific schedule, how to disable only a specific job in the data engine language. So I will also show you that thing as well. And it's not just about scheduling a skill. You can also schedule any random prompt. What do I mean? Because see, under the hood, we are not scheduling a skill. We are scheduling a prompt. So let's say here, I do not have any skill. Okay. I just want to schedule a prompt. Prompt can be, let's say this. Update readme.md file in every 30 minutes. Simple. I want to schedule this
30
prompt.
minutes.
Simple. I can do this. I can do this. Simple. So you can literally schedule one skill, because when you be just scheduling a skill, that will also prompt you will say, I want to invoke my API skill, API call skill. Simple. When you just invoking a prompt which has nothing to do with the skills, then Claude Code will simply run that prompt in the, or you can say on that particular moment. Simple. Claude Code will say, this is my prompt, this is the time, I just want to run this prompt. And then rest of the stuff will be handled by the LLM with the Claude Code. Simple. So now let's try to build something. So now what I will do, I will open my Claude Code, and let's say I want to use loop command, obviously loop, and then I will use cron syntax. I can use cron syntax, but just for simplicity, I can simply say 3 minutes, because we will be just keeping it very, very quick. So let's say 3 minutes, and I want to just provide a prompt. I will simply say invoke my skill to fetch the API data. Simple. And let's hit enter. Now what it will do, it will create one cron function for it. So now let's wait first of all. See, it is using cron create function, and it will just pass all of the required parameters. And it is saying auto expires after 3 days. That means it will be automatically expired after 3 days. But I can also delete this particular schedule automatically, or you can say manually, because it will be automatically deleted after 3 days. But if I want to manually delete this before that, I can utilize this job ID. Okay, and I can use cron delete function, cron delete, and then simply job ID, and that's it. Simple. Okay, now this schedule. This is done. Okay, and you can also see schedule task.log. Okay, if I just open it, it will just open this session. It has nothing to do with your development, nothing. So if I just go to fetch API, if I go to data, and after 3 minutes, I should see one new data, because it will just trigger that particular thing, obviously, and it will be invoked in every 3 minutes. Okay, so let's wait and let's see what it will do. And I will also show you how you can just delete this job, because otherwise it will just keep on calling the API. One prerequisite that you should have, your system should be on while performing these things, because obviously without the server, without the system, it cannot perform anything. It needs a terminal. So that is a drawback for now. Not a drawback, that is a common sense. You cannot schedule anything, even using your task manager, task scheduler on your normal system. So let's wait for 3 minutes and let's see how does it perform the work. And then, and you know what? You can even create another schedule. So let's say I will say loop, and then I will write OC baking. So I think it has simply, yeah, it has simply triggered the skill. Wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. So now automatically, I didn't do anything. See, it has automatically triggered that particular script. Simple. And now it is simply creating that particular script for me, and obviously because skill will just use that particular script, which is fetch API. And in the scripts, fetch API. Oh, again, my mistake. I have not put this fetch API data inside this, or I didn't mention it in my skill, maybe. So that is kind of skill issue, because we didn't refine or enrich it, but that is fine. I can even say, I want to use my existing script, which is inside the script folder. Simple. So I can also argue with it while running this thing, and it will automatically save this information in the chat history, so that next time it can improve the, you can say, your calling or invocation. So it is saying that fetch API data. No, I don't want to use this thing. I want to use, maybe I didn't use the exact scripts use case. So if I just show you in the migrate, I have the scripts here. In the visualize, I have the scripts in the capital S. So maybe that would be like typo, but that's fine. So run the API data using script, fetch script using the .env. I want you to use fetch API.py inside Claude skills, then fetch API, and then scripts folder. Now I hope it will be able to find that particular script, and that's how we can just train our Claude Code with some iterations. So now it will just simply run this, and that's it. Okay, yeah, now you can just run it. Login error, that is fine. Perfect. So this is done. Simple. Now it will again trigger this thing in 3 minutes, obviously. So now I don't want that, right? So now, because I do not want that, what I can do, I can simply delete the job using what? Cron ID, this. So let me just quickly get the job ID, and I'll simply say cron delete, and this thing. So now this will simply delete this particular cron job using my job ID. Done. Cancel the recurring job. Perfect. The every 3 minute API data fetch task has been stopped. Now it will not fetch any data. Nothing. Why? Because I have deleted it. And I can also confirm it. It should not trigger anything after this fetch API data. I just have 4 files. 2 for yesterday, 2 for today. So that's fine. Okay, that's how you can just do this thing. You can even create some, you can say, random prompts. Let's say I will say loop in every 3 minutes. Update your, let's say, readme.md inside Airflow project. Let's say this one. Readme.md inside Airflow project folder. Simple. So it will simply schedule this task as well. And here I didn't ask it to schedule any scale. I simply asked it to schedule my prompt. Simple. Okay, so now it's scheduled. But if I want to cancel it, if I want to just delete it, I can simply run this command cron and delete and this job ID, because I don't want to run this. Simple. But I'm just showing you can schedule it like this. Now this feature is also available in the Claude Desktop Pro version, but in the form of UI. you can schedule the task using buttons, because obviously Claude desktop application is for those who do not want to write everything in the form of code, and they just want to you can say create some schedules just for their day-to-day activities that they can operate from the Claude desktop application. But if you are doing something just for your code, and obviously when you do something and you like do anything or something for code, you need to open Claude code within the code editor. Then you have to know all of these things. Simple. So this is the best example how we can just take care of cron jobs and deletion. When you have multiple cron jobs, obviously it is next to impossible to remember all of the job IDs until or unless you just store or create a log of all the job IDs. And you know what? You can even ask Claude whenever you are just creating a cron job. You can simply say, create one log file for me where you will store all of the scheduled jobs and just add a brief about it, like this cron job or cron ID is for this task, this cron job is for this task, and that's it. That way you can just manage. But if you do not want to manage all of these things, the simple thing that we just discussed right now, how we can just delete it using the environment variable. Then you can simply create settings.json file and simply store that variable here. Where did we just see that video thing? To cancel the command, I think here, disable, yeah. So then you can simply put that environment variable in the settings.json file like this, and then you can simply say equals to 1, I guess. Equals to 1. You can just take or double check the value for 0 or 1, I don't know. But you can simply create that variable inside the settings.json and it will work. Simple. This is like scheduling your prompts and skills for your Claude code. Simple. Okay. So now let's talk about this amazing feature, plugins and marketplace. And the good news is you have nothing to do with this particular thing, plugins and marketplace. Most of the time, yes, you can just create your custom plugins. But what exactly the plugins and marketplace are under the hood? Basically, whenever you want to use the packages, right? Packages mean skills, which might be created by the third-party providers or which will be created by the community or which will be created by the Anthropic itself. So all of those skills, packages, all those you can say utilities can be shared through these two ways, plugins and marketplace. So first of all, what they do, they create a marketplace. Okay, and in that marketplace, they add more and more plugins. And you are already aware of plugins and marketplace because you have installed 2 marketplaces, right? And within that marketplace, you got access to so many plugins. Skill Creator is also one of the plugins, right? But if you just want to explore more and more plugins, you can simply open your Claude code and search, like basically command / and then plugin. You will see manage plugins. You will see everything here that you have. And there's a long list. See, you can install any plugin, any plugin, any plugin, any plugin. These are what? These are kind of packages, skill, any kind of utility, anything. And these things are available because you downloaded or basically installed marketplaces in your Claude code. Now you can install any plugin. Simple. Let's say you want to connect to any MCP server. MCP servers are also available through marketplace. See, Figma. Figma is a kind of MCP that is available. We will just talk about MCP, don't need to worry at all. But everything, MCP, skill, everything will be available through the plugins and the marketplace. Simple. So then you have, let's say, anything like plugin dev, grep, Notion. Notion is a very good example. So what is Notion here? Notion is basically a plugin that is available. And under the hood, do you know what is that thing? This is actually the MCP server. But that MCP server is well integrated with Claude code. So that is why this behaves like an MCP server, but now it becomes plugin. Make sense? But actually, it is one of the MCP that we have here in the Claude code. So everything that you need to access through the marketplace or plugins or the third-party providers, you access it through the plugins. See, there are so many things. You can literally install anything. The moment you install it, you can easily access it. Do not need to wait at all. Simple? Okay, very good. And you can even see the documentation if you want to. So if you just go to plugins and marketplace, where's the plugins and marketplace? Okay, so plugins. And yes, you can even create your custom plugins because you know how to create skills. What is skill? Plugin. What is an agent? Plugin. All of these things are plugins, right? So plugins let you extend Claude code with custom functionality. So we know how to create a custom plugin, we know how to create skills, right? But we can also use the skills which are created by the other people. Simple. And this is the documentation for that. If you just want to just create a plugin, you can create a plugin directory and so on. But you know what? Most of the time, you will not create a custom plugin. You will be just using third-party plugins because there are amazing plugins available. Yes, amazing plugins available and amazing skills available. So if you want to just search for the skills or plugins that are available in the market, you can simply go to, let's say, Skill Hub. This is, or let's say, Skills MP. This is a very good place where you can just use the skills which are created by the third party or some developers, some community people. So you can see there are so many skills available. So you can just use any skill from here. And there's one more site, I think, Smithery. And here also you can find so many skills. Smithery and Skills MP are 2 most popular ones, but there are many. And even on GitHub, you will see so many skills. So these are the skills which are already developed by the people. So you can use their skills instead of just creating it from scratch. You can just pull it. You can even on GitHub, you will see so many skills. Smith, use any skill from here. And there's one more site, I think, Smithery. And here also you can find so many skills. Smithery and Skills MP are 2 most popular ones, but there are many. And even on GitHub, you will see so many skills. So these are the skills which are already developed by the people. So you can use their skills instead of just creating it from scratch. You can just pull it, you can just use it, and then you can just refine it. Simple. Makes sense? So these are the things that you can just use. And these are very well integrated in the form of MCP as well, but we'll just talk about MCP, don't need to worry. Okay? So this is all about the plugin and the marketplace. Nothing to do much with that, but yeah, you should be aware of this thing. So now let's talk about my personal favorite topic in this particular Claude code or agentic area, which is called MCP, Model Context Protocol. First of all, let me just give you a quick info. MCP is itself an independent topic that we need to learn separately. Yes. So this is a quite harsh truth. So it is not that is directly related to Claude code only. MCP is the standard that we have in the AI industry. So it is not something, okay, MCP is only available for Claude code, so it is just a component within Claude code, not at all. We enhance the capabilities of Claude code with MCP, but I will obviously explain some basics of MCP, but you need to learn MCP separately. Now, I have not created any video or tutorial on MCP, but if you want a dedicated video on MCP, because without MCP, you cannot build powerful AI agents in today's era. So if you want a dedicated video, just do let me know in the comment section. I can create a dedicated video on MCP as well. But in today's lecture, we will see very basic and very overview of MCP, and we'll see how we can just integrate MCP within our Claude code. Simple. Let's do it. So basically, what is this MCP model context prompt?
Okay, so I think he already created one lecture on it. MCP. Yeah, I will finish it tomorrow, not day after
Protocol.
tomorrow.
Because everyone is talking about MCP. And you know what? MCP was also built by Anthropic, who built Claude Code. Okay.
Oh,
Now, MCP is not a very straightforward thing, first of all. It is like very twisted thing, but let me just twist that twisted thing to convert it into a straight line. So the thing is, let's say you have Claude Code. Okay. Because you first need to understand the thing with respect to Claude Code. Okay. Do we have some tools available within Claude Code? Yes. What are those tools? These tools. Okay. These tools. Okay. Makes sense. Perfect. Simple. Okay. Now this Claude Code has some built-in tools. Yes. Do we have anything else? Yes. We have skills. Yes. Very good. Very good. Very good. We have skills. Very good. Let's say we have these skills as well.
skills.
Okay. Perfect. Now let me just replace this particular thing. Okay. Simple. So we have these skills as well. Perfect. Now, our Claude Code is obviously very powerful because it has our custom skills, and skills can contain the Python scripts, any skill, basically any script, right? So that means we can write any custom logic in our skill. Because in the skill, we can run our custom scripts. Simple. Because skill is what? A kind of tool that we have created, which is a kind of orchestration tool, right? Very good. Now our Claude Code is obviously very, very powerful. And our Claude Code can just make toolbox which are built in and some custom tools that we have created, and we just call them as skills. Wow. Now, we can even enhance the power of Claude Code by this thing. Let's say, let me connect Claude Code with, you can say, external tools. Let's say this is tool one. Okay. This is one tool. This is second tool. This is third tool. Okay. I want to connect my Claude Code with these tools. Okay. What are these tools? This tool can be your Gmail tool. That means you can connect your Claude Code with Gmail so that Claude Code can access your Gmail and Claude Code can read all the emails. It can reply to those emails and all of the things that you do with your Gmail. So obviously for that you need a tool. So does Claude Code provide any tool for Gmail? No. Can you create a skill for that particular tool? Yes. But you would need to write the logic, all of the code for that. Yeah. That will be a pain. Because obviously you would need to just create a script. You would need to create your own function. Kind of, yes. Okay. Very good. Now, what if I say that I have, so okay, what are these tools? This tool can be your Gmail tool. That means you can connect your Claude Code with Gmail so that Claude Code can access your Gmail and Claude Code can read all the emails. It can reply to those emails and all of the things that you do with your Gmail. So obviously for that you need a tool. So does Claude Code provide any tool for Gmail? No. Can you create a skill for that particular tool? Yes. But you would need to write the logic, all the code for that. Yeah. That will be a pain. Because obviously you would need to just create a script. You would need to create your own function. Kind of, yes. Okay. Very good. Now, what if I say that I have tool created here? Who created this tool? Any community. Any community. This tool is there. Okay. So Anshulamba, you just mentioned that we can use the skills which are created by third party community. So there will be a skill for Gmail as well. That's a very good question. Yes, there will be a skill for it. But as I said, MCP is not just used for Claude Code. We can use MCP anywhere. Oh, okay. So we are becoming more future proof. Whenever we would need to migrate from Claude Code, we can just use MCP there as well. So your question is very good that we can also use skill which are created by the third party. Simple, good. But here we don't want to use skill like that. We just want to use tool, direct script, simple. Because skill is not just a tool, it is just like orchestration. Simple. So now I have these tools. Okay. So one is Gmail tool. Okay. Second one can be, let's say, your browser tool, which can access your browser. Let's say you want to do some shopping on Amazon and you just want to delegate that task to Claude Code and you can say, hey, just do the shopping for me. Here's the list I want to buy. Just do it. Okay. At least put them in the cart. Do not make the payment, but at least put them in the cart. I will just review it and I can just make the payment. Okay. This is that tool. Third tool is, let's say, for your day-to-day management. Let's say this tool manages your file system. By the way, file system can be done by Claude Code directly. So let's say this tool is for Google search. Okay. Let's say you want to just apply from Google search, you want to search something on the web, it can do that. Okay. These are the tools available. Now Claude Code can connect to these tools. That means Claude Code will not need to write any logic because it is not a tool. That means built-in tool. It is not a skill. It is just a code that Claude Code can run. Oh, okay. Treat these tools as REST APIs. Okay. Treat them similar to REST APIs. So whenever you hit an API, you give the response, you get the response back. This is the standard way of talking to any application. Simple. Now MCPs are exactly like that. You give them the response. Okay. Or you can say you make a request and you get the response back. Simple. This is the scenario when you
Wait, I just wanted to check if my ChatGPT's API will work. Okay. Individual. More access to GPT 5.5 instant. What kind of plan I'm using? Go. November 28, 2026. Codex coding isn't no longer memory expanded voice mode, more image creation, more ads. Okay, what the heck? I just wanted to check. Oh heck. Okay, forget about it. Leave it. I'm more concerned about learning the topics first. God, I was here.
Your MCP on anyone's MCP server is hosted somewhere. It is called HTTP MCP server. Okay. So we have two types of when you give them the response. Okay. Or you can say you make a simple. You give the response. It's REST APIs. It means Claude Code will not need to write any logic. Okay. Say this tool is for Google search. Okay. Let's say you want to just apply from Google search. You want to search something on the web. It can do that. Okay. These are the tools available. Now Claude Code can connect to these tools. That means Claude Code will not need to write any logic because it is not a tool. That means built-in tool. It is not a skill. It is just a code that Claude Code can run. Oh, okay. Treat these tools as REST APIs. Okay, treat them similar to REST APIs. So whenever you hit an API, you give the response, you get the response back. This is the standard way of talking to an application. Simple. Now MCPs are exactly like that. You give them the response, okay, or you can say you make a request and you get the response back. Simple. This is the scenario when your MCP on anyone's MCP server is hosted somewhere. It is called HTTP MCP server. Okay, so we have two types of MCP servers. One is hosted, one is local. But in today's era, most of the MCP servers are local MCP servers because they are slowly, you can say, migrating to migrating their architecture to the hosted one. But for now, most of the MCP servers are local MCP servers. What does that mean? That means they will simply share the code. They will say, bro, this is my Python code, this is my function, and you can use it. So Claude Code will just take the code and it will run it locally on your machine. Okay, this is the best way to run the MCP models, MCP servers. Okay, makes sense. So now, yes, the future of MCP servers is on the hosted side, on the HTTP side, because streamable HTTP mode of MCP server is newly added just a few months back. But now I can say not all of the service providers have migrated their architecture to hosted one. So most of the MCP servers are available through local execution. Okay. Now how Claude Code can use those particular MCP servers? Because we know that these tools exist. Okay. I can say this is MCP server. Now how Claude Code can use it? What is the URL? Is there any repository? What? Okay. So yes, there is something called as configuration. So Claude Code can connect to these external tools using MCP config. Okay. Kind of config. This is a kind of JSON RPC2. So this is a kind of config. So let's say this is the one. Let's use this color. Okay, perfect. So this is config JSON. Okay, simple. So this is the JSON that it can use and it can connect to this particular MCP server. Wow. Yes, this is the architecture. Now, as I just said, that MCP server can be a hosted one and can be a local one as well. Most of the MCP servers are usually available through local execution using UVX or NPX. NPX is for Node.js and JavaScript, and UVX is for like Python functions. But you don't need to worry about anything because you just use the code and you just execute the code. Simple. So paradigm of MCP server means anyone can use these tools.
You created a script and that is limited to uh, Claude code only.
In this JSON config, anyone, not just Claude code. So now what will happen in the case of your MCP server? So let's say this is a client. This can be any client. It can be Claude code. Okay. It can be Claude code and it can be cursor. Okay. Yes, cursor. I hope you would have heard about cursor. Cursor is an agentic ID available. Cursor, it can be Claude desktop as well because it is also a client. That is why it is very popular. So this is also available. And by the way, Anthropic is very smart. They just launched MCP just for Claude desktop and then they just started promoting it here. You can just use it in the agentic world, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, Claude. And they have VS Code as well. Now VS also supports MCP. Okay. After Cursor, because Cursor is the kind of competitor. So these can be the clients. Okay. These are what clients. Okay, simple. Now these clients can connect to any MCP server. Let's say this is our MCP server. Okay. This is our MCP server, and let's put it here. Let's put it here. Let's say these are the tools. Simple. Okay, makes sense. So this is our server. Now this is my server. I can connect to this using that config that we just talked about.
I'm just testing my tags are not.
Simple. So this JSON is very important. This is the main thing. Because in this JSON, if your MCP server is hosted on cloud, okay, hosted somewhere, then obviously we need to use a different JSON. And if it is a kind of, you can say, normal local execution, then it will be a different one. But more or less, the plugin is exactly the same. Now let me just tell you a very interesting thing. We often consider MCP server as a kind of USB-C port. USB-C port. Why? So let's say you want to connect to these tools to your Claude code. This JSON, this configuration is actually USB-C port. The same way you connect your laptop with, let's say, webcam. If you do not have webcam in your system, in your laptop, or let's say if you want to connect to the HD one, so what you will do? You will simply insert a USB-C port and you will connect it. Let's say you want to use a mic, then also you will use USB-C port and you will connect the mic. So this tool is your webcam. This tool is your you can say your mic. This tool can be your, let's say, hard disk. So tools are different, but you connect all of these tools through the USB-C port. So this is your USB-C port. This one. Okay, this one. This is the USB-C port. Make sense? Make sense? So every time you just need to insert the JSON config and that's it. You can insert the same JSON in Claude code, same JSON in VS Code, same JSON in Cursor, same JSON in Claude, and it will work. Simple. Second thing, let's say I have another MCP server that I want to connect because I can connect to multiple MCP servers. I will just show it to you. I want to connect to different MCP servers. So what I can do, I can simply, let's remove, let's say in this MCP server I just have one tool, let's say. Okay. So I can connect to this MCP server as well using the JSON config. And same config, literally same, using USB-C. Simple. So this way I can connect to as many MCP servers as I want using this JSON config. Now this JSON config is very important. Simple, very good. We will learn it step by step. I know this is a very detailed topic in itself, but I will try my best to just to give you a very quick overview. But yes, if you want a dedicated course on MCP server, do let me know. We will just create one. Okay. So now let's see how we can enhance the capability of our Claude code. Okay. So this is our Claude code. Let me just open anything. Any file. Let's say this one. just to pop up this Claude code. So let's say this is our Claude code. Simple. Now I know that my Claude code has tools like, let's say, built-in tools, and my Claude code also has something called as skills. Now I want to enhance the capability of my Claude code. So do you know what I will do? I will add MCP server. Now Claude code already provides us a long list of MCP servers in the form of plugins. If I just show you plugin, if I go to manage plugins, you will see, if I just scroll down, you will see all of these things. These things are what? These things are actually plugins. Plugins means your MCP server. So I can connect to anything. Let's say I want to connect to Notion. I will install it. Then I might need to authenticate myself using auth, right? Once it is done, boom. Boom. I can directly work with Notion because Claude code will have access of Notion. Simple. My Notion. Simple. Okay. Then there are like so many tools. Versal is there if you want to deploy something. Slack is there if you want to just connect your messages with the Claude code. Done. You can do that. There's a long list. Literally long list. Like you can literally Firebase is also there. See? So if you just want to search for a specific one, you can simply search it. Now, I personally like using Playwright MCP. So let me search Playwright. So this is there. This is the kind of MCP server which adds the browsing capabilities to our agent. This is built by Microsoft. So if the Playwright MCP is there, it can browse my browser and it can do whatever I want. Simple. So I can enable it. Simple. Restart. Perfect. So now what will happen? Now, if I just search, let's say, MCP servers, I have this one available. I have one for pencil. Let me just first of all remove it because I don't know why I just used it. So I'll say remove pencil MCP from my root location. Simple, because I just want to remove it. Simple. So it will say, yeah, just run it. So I have removed this pencil MCP. Okay. Now if I say MCP, I have not refreshed my session. Let me just create a new session. MCP servers, it's still there? I don't think so. If I just see the terminal, I'm so sure like it will be gone. So I can just double check, don't need to worry. So currently I have one MCP. If you see Playwright, let's suppose we just have one MCP server. Now this MCP server is connected. Simple, is connected. Now there are two things. This can install MCP server in your local, you can say location as well. Local means like your root location. So you will be having choice whenever you want to install any MCP server. You can now, let me go by simple say available, and it can do whatever I want. Simple. So I can enable it. So let me search Playwright. So this is there. This is the kind of MCP server which adds the browsing capabilities to our agent. This is built by Microsoft. So if the Playwright MCP is there, it can browse my browser and it can do whatever I want. Simple. So I can enable it. Simple. Restart. Perfect. So now what will happen? Now if I just search, let's say MCP servers, I have this one available. I have one for pencil. Let me just first of all remove it because I don't know why I just used it. So I'll say remove pencil MCP from my root location. Simple, because I just want to remove it. Simple. So it will say, yeah, just run it. So I have removed this pencil MCP. Okay. Now if I say MCP, I have not refreshed my session. Let me just create a new session. MCP servers, it's still there? I don't think so. If I just see the terminal, I'm so sure like it will be gone. So I can just double check, don't need to worry. So currently I have one MCP. If you see Playwright, let's suppose we just have one MCP server. Now this MCP server is connected. Simple, is connected. Now there are two things. This can install MCP server in your local, you can say location as well. Local means like your root location. So you will be having choice whenever you want to install any MCP server. Because I installed this particular plugin before, that's why it didn't ask me at all. Plus this is like kind of plugin. But let's say if you want to add any specific plugin, any plugin. Simple. So this way you can literally go and search any plugin which is directly related. But do you know what? You can obviously work with the integrated ones. Let me show you how you can just use the external ones because these are already there for you. This is very easy. But the beauty is we can connect to the external MCP. So let me show you. So if you just want to, let's say, find any MCP for any work, so you can literally type, let's say, there's a very cool MCP server, or you can say the service that we use, DuckDuckGo search, for searching the latest news and all of these things. So I can say DuckDuckGo search MCP. Anshula, why are you searching it here? Why can't you just search it here? Because there's no MCP server for DuckDuckGo search. See, DuckDuckGo search, no. DDG, no, there's no. But I want to use it because I want to allow some services, some tools to my agent to make some, you can say, search for the latest news. So I will simply say DuckDuckGo search MCP, hit enter, and then most probably you will find the GitHub repository for any MCP server because that's where people just host their MCP servers. Just a quick guideline: you should always use a trusted MCP servers. You should always read the comments. You should always see the stars because see, MCP server can do anything on the system, right? So you should always use it with your common sense. So I will simply go ahead and DuckDuckGo search, and I can just explore. I can see the stars are like good, okay, and this is the configuration. Perfect. So if I just scroll down a little bit, I will see this particular JSON. What is this JSON? This is the exact JSON that we use to add any MCP server to my agent. Okay, this is the exact JSON. Now what this JSON is saying, first of all, this command is called MCP servers. Within that, we have the MCP server name, which is called DDG search. Perfect. Then the command, how can we run this server? So this command uses UVX. UVX basically is a package built on top of UV. With the help of this package, we can immediately download this package, which is a Python package available in PyPy, and it will run that package locally on my system whenever I will call this MCP server. Simple. Yeah, it is that simple. That is what is called as USB-C plugin. I do not need to worry about this package management. I do not need to worry about any kind of, you can say, installing the package. Nothing. I just need to copy this JSON and I just need to go to my VS Code. And here I can just put that MCP. Now, how can I just add that MCP server to my Claude code? There are two ways. First way is I can directly create one file called .mcp.json and put the content there, or I can ask Claude Code to do the work for me. What is the difference? If I ask Claude Code, let's say I want to add this MCP in my project, I will provide this thing. Or simply say hit enter. Now what this will do, this will ask me, like I want to just use this, allow reading from this. So what this can do, what this will do, this will create a settings.json file and it will put that particular MCP server there. Okay, I can say yes. Then let's wait, and this has added this file. Okay, .mcp.json, but where in my project? See, if I say allow, yes. So if I see my structure, I will see .mcp.json here. See, wow, it has automatically done that. Now this MCP server is only available in this project, which is a good thing. Sometimes what people people can make mistake in this particular area, they can make the MCP servers available throughout their system, which is not a mistake. It totally depends upon the requirement. Sometimes you need to make available all the MCP servers throughout the project so that any project can use it. But sometimes some MCP servers are strongly aligned towards one project. It should not be shared among different MCP servers or basically different projects using MCP servers. So in that particular scenario, you should always ask Claude Code that I want to add MCP server in this particular project only. Simple. What do we have after that? That MCP server will only be added in this particular project. So as you can see that it is saying done. I have created a .mcp.json file in your project root with the DuckDuckGo search MCP server obviously, and it is saying when you use Claude Code text, it will detect this error. Why? Because whenever I will make any call, it will literally go here and it will see if there is any MCP server to perform this task. If yes, then I will use Claude Code. Simple. And now, if I open this is the file, and this file is this thing. Wow. Yes. Now let's say you want to run this MCP. I can show you, don't worry. We will just add 1 or 2 more MCP servers so that you can just get the exact structure of MCP server. So this is very simple how we can just add the MCP. Simple. Okay. Now here, Claude Code is acting as a client. MCP server is this one which will run locally on your system. So whatever communication you are having with this particular MCP server is through standard input output. What did I say? By the way, this is the technical stuff regarding MCP, but consume this knowledge. STDIO, standard input output. That means this MCP server will create sub-process to talk to the server. This is the most secure way because you are not sending any request outside. You are not receiving a response from outside. This simple like communication between your system and you or your client. Simple. Okay. So whenever you see command like UVX, NPX, that means you are running MCP servers using STDIO, standard input output. Simple. Very good. Now UVX means that it will consume Python and you already have Python installed. But some MCP servers use NPX. That means that relies on Node.js to execute the MCP server. So if you ever use any MCP server command, JSON configuration, where NPX is written like this, then in that scenario, make sure that you have Node.js installed on your system. Otherwise, that program will not run. Simple. So simply go on Google, type download Node.js, and that's it. If you are using NPX, if UVX, then it's fine because UVX will consume your UV or you can say your Python environment. Simple. Very good. This is a very basic example. Very basic example. Okay. Now let's say you want to add another MCP server. Obviously, you can add it, right? So if you want to add another MCP server, let me just show you a very good example. Okay, very good example. You can also go to, let's say, Gmail MCP server, and I think there's a very popular guy who has created this MCP server.
Okay.
Let's open this one. Let's see. I don't know about this guy, but I know there's a guy like who has created a very popular. Oh yeah, this one. Go on, crazy. Yeah, this is a popular one. So now, if I want to use this MCP server, Gmail or MCP server, what I can do, I can just simply search for the command that I need to install in my, you can say, MCP server. See, this is the command. Now this is using NPX. Now NPX is what? NPX is the kind of
Notepad manager.
Python always a Node.js equivalent of UVX. Okay, so you need to download Node.js in your system if you want to use Gmail MCP server. But if you are able to find any MCP server for Gmail using UVX, then you're good. If not, download Node.js. It's just a matter of like few minutes and that's it. Simple. So you can just add this as well. So all of these MCP servers are local MCP servers. Now let me show you a very good thing. I need water, bro. But let's complete the lecture first of all. So now let me show you a very cool example. I want to show you one thing. Yeah, play it. So now you know, let's say these all are the MCP servers that we see here, right? Let's say plugin. And if you go in plugin, you will see a long list, right? Loading plugins. Why is it taking so long? Claude. Perfect. And use this. Yeah. So now if you have installed any MCP server and if you open the terminal, it will ask you that do you want to use this MCP server? I will say use this MCP server. So yeah. So now whatever question I will ask, it will always refer to MCP.json. If it will feel like it can use an MCP server, it will use it. Okay. So we are not using it right now, but I want to show you something. So simply say plugin. Okay. So let's see the plugins. Okay. So here are all the plugins. All the plugins GitHub. Oh, so we have GitHub plugin as well. Yes. GitHub plugin means it can actually manage everything using your GitHub account, all the PRs, that means pull requests, all of the issues, all the bugs, everything. Okay. So you can also install this MCP server in your Claude Code, connect your GitHub account, and just rely on Claude Code for everything. And it is amazing thing. Okay. And if you just want to search anything, you can just search it. So the intent behind opening this terminal is there are so many, you can say MCP servers. But let's say we don't want to use these integrated MCP servers. So for example, I'm currently using, or let's say I have recently downloaded the MCP server for Playwright, right? So now let's say this feature would not be available. Okay. This feature would not be available. Okay. So now if I go to Google or I search Playwright MCP server, then I can just go to the GitHub repo. So here I can just scroll down and see this is their command. Wow. So even if you are not able to find MCP server for Playwright in Claude Code. You actually don't need to be dependent on the connectors or plugins that we have in Claude Code. Why? You can easily find MCP servers everywhere because MCP servers are not just for your Claude Code. It is for everything. So you can literally copy this. Okay, you can literally copy this. I can just even show you. But I obviously won't work because I do not have the no. I have Node.js. Yeah, I have Node.js. I can confirm. I can. Yeah, I have Node.js. So I can even add it because I want to show you like how you can add multiple servers. So what you need to do, simply add a comma after DDG search and Control V. And here you need to remove MCP servers because MCP server is just for the heading. That's it. And here remove this as well. Not really. Okay. Okay, this MCP servers. Okay, this is open. This is closed. This is closed here. Yes, this is closed here, and this is closed here. Okay, and this is closed here. Is it good? MCP servers. Okay. Okay, this is fine. Perfect. And oh, yeah, this is extra. So now this is good. Perfect. So this way, you can even add. I think now it is good. Yeah, now it's good. So this way, you can add all of these MCP servers like this. So now I have MCP server for DDG search. This is Playwright. So just to distinguish, I will simply say Playwright. Oh, that means this is my personal Playwright MCP server. So now if I just search MCP, it will give me plugin DDG search, and I think this has not taken care of this thing. Let me just open a new session. And the best way is use the terminal. Claude, and then MCP. So I have MCP servers and DDG search, and I have pencil. Maybe it is not removed. So the second thing I have Playwright. So now this one is not actually picked up. I don't know why. Okay. Command C wrapper to execute MPX. Okay, makes sense. So now they're saying that they need Command C, okay, like basically /C, wrapper to execute MPX, because by default it cannot run your NPX based MCP server, but that is not a big problem. So you can literally replace this entire command with this one. So what this will do, this will literally run your command with C /C. So whenever you want to run any MCP server with NPX, with Claude Code, you have to use this thing. Make sense? So now let's try to confirm it. Okay. So I will simply say exit Claude and use the MCP server, yes, then MCP. And now you can see DDG search, Playwright on. That means that is my personal MCP. Okay. And then I have pencil, which is still there, it's fine. Then I have built-in MCP, which is Playwright. I can even disconnect it because I now have my own MCP server running here, right? But just for simplicity, let's keep it, it's not a big deal. But you can just disconnect it using the plugin here. Okay, that's not a big deal. Makes sense? Okay, makes sense. Now what you can do, you can use these particular MCP servers. Yes, you can use these MCP servers. Now I will go to Claude Code. I will say, I want to get the latest news on, let's say, Claude Code using MCP. Okay, let's see what it will do. It should just run the, so it is saying, do you want to proceed with MCP DDG search? Yes. So it is able to identify my MCP or DDG search. It will just use DDG search. It will download the package. It will run the code. It will get the response. It will give it to me. Simple. So it has, would like to fetch more detail or anything. What is it saying? Okay. Key updates. Okay. So it has just given me the update for Claude Code review launch March 9. New multi-agent code review, automatic analyze AI generated code, and flags logic errors, boost and engineering productivity by 200%, and blah blah blah. Opus 4.6 release. Yes. So these are all of the latest news that I have got using DDG search because Claude Code doesn't have any kind of built-in tool for making the real-time search related to news. Wow. Now I will say, I want you to open Amazon and tell me the price of, or let's say, let's say I want you to open Amazon for me. That's it. Okay. So now what it will do, it should open one of the windows. Let's wait.
No, I'm feeling sleepy.
I can help with that, but I can tell you first what I'm trying to accomplish. Related to Claude project and the after scope of the Claude Code is
I think, yeah. So one thing for sure, I need to watch the remaining part tomorrow. Otherwise, it will be hectic for me. I need to hands-on more. I need to do hands-on more. So yeah. So we learned so many. What we learned today. So first thing is skill we already covered. Today we learned MCP server first thing. And man, why are you popping up every time? MCP server, and before it we learned BTW command and tools. No, loop plugins, MCP server, loop, and use this different, like there are some websites from which you can get the skills, loop, and what else? By the way, command we started with this, and yeah, so I think today the simple things were there, and now I need to explore it more so that I will get most out it. So tomorrow we are going to finish it. I was expecting I will finish it today, but problem is I was performing some hands-on, because otherwise it's like just you are learning and forgetting. So that's all for the day. I mean, I can now. I feel sleepy, but I will. Let's do one thing. Thank you so much, and bye bye. Well, I will see you tomorrow. This journey, AI journey, will continue until I will master it. I'll become master of AI. I mean, so many things I'm gonna learn, and might in future I will explain to you as well. But you will see hands on, like when I'll do something. So if you are also planning, learn along with me. Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much, and bye bye. We have a lot of things to learn. And okay, one more thing I forgot it. See you soon, and sleep well. Wake up refreshed tomorrow. Tomorrow and morning. Wake up refreshed. Bye bye. Boom.